Hi, Lyra. I thought I'd read you a book, and I'll put the video up so you can just watch it anytime you want to. I've invited Iris. Remember Iris? You gave me Iris, the bear, back when I was having my shoulder surgery. So I thought she might like to hear the story too. So she's going to sit up there on the back of the sofa. So I'm going to try this one again. This one has the dog Jenny. Remember Jenny? And this is called Higgelty Piggelty Pop, or There Must Be More to Life. And it's written by Maurice Sendak. And here is another picture of Jenny. Jenny is there with her bowl and her medicine and all of that. So let's start. We're going to have chapter 1. There's Jenny. She is looking out the window with her suitcase and talking to the plant. Once Jenny had everything. She slept on a round pillow upstairs and a square pillow downstairs. She had her own comb and brush, 2 different bottles of pills, eye drops, ear drops, a thermometer, and for cold weather, a red wool sweater. There were 2 windows for her to look out of and 2 bowls to eat from. She even had a master who loved her. But Jenny didn't care. In the middle of the night, she packed everything in a black leather bag with gold buckles and looked out of her favorite window for the last time. "You have everything," said the potted plant that happened to be looking out the same window. Jenny nibbled a leaf. "You have 2 windows," said the plant. "I have only 1. Jenny sighed and bit off another leaf. The plant continued. 2 pillows, 2 bowls, a red wool sweater, eye drops, ear drops, 2 different bottles of pills, a thermometer, and he even loves you. "That is true," said Jenny, chewing more leaves. "You have everything," repeated the plant. Jenny only nodded, her mouth full of leaves. "Then why are you leaving?" "Because," said Jenny, snapping off the stem and the blossom, "I am discontented. I want something I do not have. There must be more to life than having everything." The plant had nothing to say. It had nothing left to say it with. You can see Jenny has chewed off all of the leaves and flowers from the plant. Chapter 2. Jenny took everything and went out into the world. On the corner, she met a small pig wearing large sandwich boards. He smiled and pointed to a box attached to the front board, which was printed, "Free sandwiches, please take." Jenny chose a tuna on rye and gobbled it as she read the advertisement on the board. It said, "Looking for something different?" "Yes," shouted Jenny, reaching for a ham, Swiss cheese, and Russian dressing on pumpernickel. She continued to read, "Wanted, leading lady for the World Mother Goose Theater. Plenty to eat." The pig turned around. "If you have experience, call EX1 1212. As loud as she could, Jenny called, "EX1 1212. Here's the picture of the pig and the sandwich board, which is that sign the pig is wearing, and Jenny talking to the pig. The pig turned around again. "You called?" "Yes, I want to be the leading lady for the World Mother Goose Theater." She took an anchovy, tomato, and egg on toast. "I'm happy to hear it," said the pig. "Have you—" "I have everything," interrupted Jenny, wiping egg off her beard and pointing to the black leather bag with gold buckles. "Experience too?" Jenny sniffed a liverwurst and onion on white bread. "Never heard of it." The small pig shook his head sadly. "To be leading lady of the World Mother Goose Theater, you must have experience." "How much time do I have to get it?" asked Jenny, carefully picking the lettuce out of a turkey, bacon, and mayonnaise sandwich. "By the first night of the full moon." They both looked up at the sky. The moon was nearly full. "I'll never make it," said Jenny. "If you do," said the small pig, "don't call us, we'll call you." And he vanished so quickly, Jenny had just enough time to snatch the last sandwich. It was salami, her favorite. Chapter 3. It was dawn, and a horse pulling a milk wagon clip-clopped down the pale street. There is the milk cart with the horse and the cat driving it. The milkman stopped to offer Jenny a ride. He stared at her black leather bag with gold buckles and said, "You must be going to a very terrific place." "Of course," said Jenny, licking her paw. "The most terrific place on my route is the big white house outside of town." Jenny yawned. "That's just where I'm going." "I thought so," said the milkman, pleased with himself. "You think fast," sniffed Jenny, "for a cat." The milkman laughed and winked slyly. "I've even guessed that you're the new nurse for baby." "You are sharp," said Jenny, wagging her tail. "But can you guess what it's like to miss breakfast?" "Help yourself," said the milkman. Jenny thanked him and climbed to the back of the wagon. She stuck her nose into a raspberry yogurt, and before the wagon reached the corner, she'd swallowed a whole farmer cheese and licked a pint of milk clean. There she is in the back of the milk truck, eating all the food in the milk truck. She's a hungry dog. "You're the 7th nurse baby's had," said the milkman. "All the others failed." Jenny sucked the insides out of half a dozen brown eggs. "How did they fail?" "They couldn't make baby eat." "Imagine not wanting to eat," murmured Jenny, sampling the skimmed milk. "What happened to the other 6 nurses?" "They just disappeared." "Some say," the milkman whispered, "they were fed to the lion locked up in the cellar of the big white house. How do you like that?" "Awful," coughed Jenny, and she deliberately knocked over a bottle of skimmed milk. "But I won't fail. I'll make baby eat." "That will be an experience," the milkman shouted. "How wonderful," sighed Jenny as she licked a stick of butter. "That's just what I need." They came to the edge of town, and the road turned bumpy. "How are you doing, Iris?" "Right, good." The wagon creaked, the bottles clinked, and over a hill and past some trees, the big white house appeared. Jenny took her black leather bag with gold buckles, jumped down, and said, "Thank you very much." "You're welcome," said the milkman, "and I wish you luck with baby." "I wish you luck with your future deliveries," answered Jenny, and she ran up the front door and pulled the bell. The milkman had nothing to say. There was nothing left to deliver. The parlor maid opened the front door and said, "You must be baby's new nurse." And here she is at the door saying hello to Jenny. And you see? All right. "I'm certainly not nurse's new baby," snapped Jenny, proud of her quick repartee. "Follow me," said the parlor maid. She showed Jenny into a fine-smelling room, the kitchen. "This house has everything," said Jenny. The parlor maid shook her head. "Everything but a good nurse for baby." She covered a tray and put it to one side. "Baby's breakfast," she explained. Jenny fainted. "Heavens!" cried the parlor maid. She promptly filled a pan with water and dumped it over Jenny's head. Jenny was moaning, "Pancakes! Buttermilk pancakes!" The parlor maid frantically mixed some batter and put it up to fry. She popped the first pancake into Jenny's drooping mouth. "What's the matter with you?" "The doctors call it jumping stomach," she groaned. "Any sugar?" The parlor maid knocked boxes and jars onto the floor looking for the sugar. Jenny pointed wearily to the top shelf. "Over there, next to the syrup. Syrup helps too." The parlor maid fed Jenny the dripping pancakes. "Jumping stomach sounds serious," she sighed, mopping her brow with sticky fingers. "I hope it doesn't happen often." "I never faint on the job," said Jenny. "You don't have to worry. I'll make baby eat." "Don't be too confident. You just get one chance, and if you fail, the downstairs lion eats you up. That's an experience you won't soon forget." This is Jenny on the floor, and the parlor maid worried about her and making pancakes. Jenny's stomach really jumped. One experience is enough for me. Any coffee? The parlor maid put a pot of coffee on the stove. Jenny was licking syrup off her nose. Doesn't baby have a name? She used to, but everyone's forgotten what it is. Even her mother and father? Asked Jenny. She sniffed. Coffee's ready. Of course not, laughed the parlor maid as she poured Jenny a cup. But they've been away ever so long. I must remember to ask them when they get back. Jenny lapped her coffee daintily. Where are they? Oh, said the parlor maid, waving her arm, at the castle yonder. Before Jenny could ask where that was, a bell rang. Baby calling, said the parlor maid, reaching for the breakfast tray. Follow me. She led Jenny along a hallway lit on either side by tall yellow windows. They looked buttery in the morning light. What's your name? Asked Jenny. Rhoda. May I ask what you have in your black leather bag with gold buckles? Everything. They were climbing a narrow staircase. Rhoda stopped to look when Jenny opened her bag. You do have everything. I have even more, Jenny said modestly. 2 windows that I left at home. I repeat, you do have everything. You can say that again, but before Rhoda could decide whether or not she would, they reached the nursery. All right, I'm going to stop there, and we'll read more on the next video. I hope you liked it, and I hope you have fun watching it. I love you. Bye.